Okay, so it's been a while since I did a video blog and saying how I'm leaving the land of smiles and returning to the land of sand. I thought it was time. It was November 18th, 2016. I've been out of the waves and bullshit of social media, being that as it is what it is. So I'll drop some knowledge and be on the plane soon enough. Trump is the new president of America, so that sucks. I didn't vote, so lots of people say I don't get a say, so whatever. Dear my fellow Americans, get your head out of your ass. Only 1% of you travel a year. What's with that? There is a whole lot of world to see. But I understand you're paying off the new gimmick, the new gadget that you can show off to all your friends that will fill that void in your heart and make your bank account a little more empty. Just like I did. I have an iPhone 6 that I mentioned. So get out. The only way to become less racist, more caring, that I found is to travel. See what the rest of the world deals with on a daily basis. It's freaking shocking. It's nullifying, it's amazing, it's crazy, it's full stop. It's seeing the world in a completely different way and realizing how amazingly lucky you are to be wherever you are and not to have to fish for your food with a spear. it's I have kids running up to me in KSA and just scream in Arabic something. It's cool. They've never seen a white guy like me before, and what they have been taught, well, I have no idea. Really, I teach 19-year-old guys is, are, do, does, isn't, don't. They all wear thobes, and all love the heck out of their God. Really, God. I don't know, it's okay, but wow. It's all about God. Just really. Still. And sometimes something God. And I don't know. Just no comment. God. So I'm heading back. And I haven't seen a lot of my friends here in Thailand. More to the point, a lot of my friends have moved on from Thailand. Or moved on just in general. Dipset, just vaporized. And while I'm like 34, 34 thinking, damn, this is why married people don't have friends. They get sick of people moving away, I guess. And it makes them feel like shit for staying, like they haven't moved on, like they can't pay for it, or they just don't have that wanderlust. Maybe I'm the same, just in a different way, changing jobs like every 16 months. Just another vapor trail and other people's peripheral. So if I saw you, and most likely I didn't, don't feel let down or cold or uninvolved or anything. It's just the way it is. Sometimes we meet, sometimes we run parallel. We hold on so much to the way that it was, the way it could be, the way it used to be, or the way we want it / like it to be, but that's never really how life is. If you have someone in your life, be bold with them. Tell them, dude, you're awesome. Tell them, dude, you mean so much to me. And while it really breaks the mold of the moment, in reality, that person, or maybe you, will remember that for a long time. At times it feels we are falling through life in this endless choice of left, right, straight, or down. And our only options is which way to go, or stay, or go. Make a baby, or keep it to just the two of us. I feel honored and grateful for meeting many of you and knowing that you are just in that same predicament, or feeling that way. But for most of us, we haven't met yet. That at times, all those faces, random encounters, just have blown me away. In reality, if I have been on the oldest warship in the American fleet, or shaking the sand out of my desert, that's good, shaking the sand off my desert, out of the desert of my feet, raging the jungle in Thailand, or living up in the urban jungle of your land, it's so fucking magical. Guys, I cannot express how amazing every day really is. The other day, as an example, my wife and I were driving her 80-year-old something grandmother to another village. And on that short 15-minute drive, her comment was, everything is so beautiful. She didn't say anything about the construction or the insane roadway, just what it is. And I can't understand how she sees life because we are so stuck in our own peripheral, in our own perspective. Just last night, I imparted some wisdom about being married, even though it's only been 3 years. What I said was, growing together in life will help you grow together in love. The more trials and the greater the tale will help you become more. And most people don't like adversity. Most people don't like it when it gets hard. But when it gets hard and you get through it, that's when you become closer. And maybe that's what America wants right now, to be tested. To have a period where we can all reflect back and say, dang, remember when? Like a boyfriend or girlfriend that thinks relationships are based on drama and fighting. I don't know, it's been a while. I've been reflecting on the idea of happiness, how it seems to find us at times where we stand on a cliff, not knowing what will come next. I used to call these swing moments. That name didn't catch on, so I dropped it. Really though, that's why when you're about to graduate from anything, everyone is always so interested in what you'll do next. Will you, you will cease being one thing and become another. I think that's damn cool. And I think that's one of the reasons why I love education so much. Yet, for the person seeing the endless expanse of choices, that's insanely scary, and I deeply understand. What Jean-Paul Sartre calls radical freedom. Go look that shit up. It's really cool. Because what you choose is how you start to look at yourself, how you start to define yourself, for real. When I became a teacher and a John, a professor, suddenly I started acting the part, or at least as best I could. The solidity nature of the radical, the rule breaker, gave way to the one that must enforce the rules. I know, right? That seems crazy. But I was a teacher, so I gotta teach. Talking to the next generation is a way that I and others find deeply meaningful. And that being said, this is my 5th year teaching college, and it will be my last. Why? It's the depth for the most part. A professor meets with 30 or so students for a few hours a week, and then says, go, read, write, pontificate, exaggerate on what I have said and what others have said. Let it be written, let it be done. And I really don't think that's enough. Really. So, what to do next? Force. Be a force. Pick a street corner and say, this is where I'll be. Peddling my pedagogy for those that care to hear. It's not that Wonderlust has been shaken from my soul, but just the flip. Seeing so much, I have started to see patterns. I see the suffering and know its cycle. I know that I help in creating and reinforcing it, and at times it makes me sick. What I get away with just by being white. I've never done a reading like this before, just reading and talking to the screen. Hope it's going well. Like in grad school one summer, we had a visiting poet, and he said that all poetry is political, that it could and should, if any way, change the way people think or at least dare to try to see the world. Quote, unquote, with space for fogginess. The system, the cycle, as it is, as it works, but only works in a way that creates more and dares people to create more. More for the rich and more of the poor. For the first time, I am making more money than ever before, and nothing really has changed. My thoughts have. I have been thinking about money a lot more. How to make more money, where to put it, where to save it, what to buy, what not to buy, so on and so forth. But only from taking a serious step outside of where I was born, what I used to do, who I thought I was, what I thought, and what you see on the screen. This is very different. The money that we make is like our votes and how we want to see the world. So if you have a little money, vote in the way you want to see the world. Same way if you have a lot of money. This time tomorrow I'll be flying, like a bird on the breeze, and you might be thinking about what to eat next, what he or she said about you, or who that car that cut you off, or whatever. Your thoughts will cycle around your vantage, your wins, your losses. This is the way of humanity, I guess. The I human, and not the we human. People always remark when I tell them I read sci-fi. Why? Do you read about problems in the future? We have enough interesting problems here and now. I smile and forgive them. It is obvious they've never read great science fiction. that dares to answer the questions of today instead of just stating them in a stark, dramatic light. There's a lot of craziness in the world, and that is undisputable. But I don't think it's complex. No. I think it's the same circular problem that has been talked about and pointed at by people for thousands of years. We don't see ourselves as part of the group, part of the herd, or a tribe. We see the ones like us, whatever or wherever they are might be, and we see the ones threatening to take that away from us. Simple us versus them. Going abroad helps smudge those lines. You see the other in you. You see the struggle that people go through every day in yourself. And you grow. They're not refugees. They're looking for a new and better home, just like everybody else was. Going back into the dunes, I shall part with this first and weird video blog with this. Please, stop thinking of ways to say what and how you feel, and start listening to what others are saying. Start listening to why you want what you want. Maybe, just maybe, you can learn more about yourself from being quiet than from screaming the top of your lungs on the mountaintop. Anyway, I'm sorry I missed a lot of you guys on this break. I'll talk to you later, maybe in Saudi, maybe not. Have a great day.